The story of Queen starts off with showing how incredibly intelligent she is. I don't know about you, but when I took my exams, it took me 2 hours to get them done, and I still wouldn't have gotten a perfect score like she did in only 30 minutes. She is the new monarch of women empowerment, and lately female heroes haven't been as popular or even in the business at all for whatever the reason. So she rises to the top to make her other female co-workers enter the business or make their trust value skyrocket, thus making them more powerful. Although she may inspire some, not everybody agrees with her. Boa, for one, doesn't respect her at all. People are saying that she's the reason that her trust value was so high in the first place. And she also suspects Queen as being a nepotism baby, or her strength was gathered through weird means, or somewhere, some way, something just isn't right. We meet this guy with a kind of weird looking animal at the same time that Queen is introduced to Lucky Scion. We also get to see the first mention of the current ex, who wipes the floor with Queen in their duel for the ranking. You know, I thought when the two Itznoodlz did this, when they had their duel, it was just a Twitter beef that turned to a brawl, but it seems like hero battles happen often. Anyways, X steals the show and her popularity, and now people are making fun of Queen. And not only that, Boa finds out why Queen is the way she is. She's the daughter of somebody super important. You've already seen who he is, and you've already seen how this plays out through Scion's POV. We find out why Queen eventually leaves her room due to Scion's music helping her overcome that stress, that hardship, and soon enough she goes back to heroing herself. Sadly, Boa cannot allow Queen to reawaken her resolve. She knows that she's a silver spoon hero, and in her eyes, she doesn't deserve any of the things that she was given. Even though we watched her get to the top from a young age, she really earned everything that she got, but Boa didn't see any of that. Boa just sees somebody that's in power giving a daughter their power, so that I guess I can't really fight with both sides. But what I can say is the fight between them is sad, because you know there's no point to it. Queen is fighting to stop Boa, and Boa is fighting to stop Queen from becoming the new X. But Boa fell from the top 10, meaning she can't participate to become X again anyways, but the damage had already been done. Boa was emotionally hurt because of all of her hard work was foiled, and she couldn't even do anything about it. But Queen, she got put into a 2-day coma, which results in her missing the tournament, and the X that we know as the X today is still the current X. All these X's and Y's, man, it feels weird. Honestly, he probably would have beat her again anyway. I mean, she blinked the last time and her ass was on the ground, but that's whatever. What's done is done. She gets comforted by Lucky Scion and all is well, until we see this big ass creature pop out of the ground, and who knows why it's here, but we all should be ready for the chaos that it's gonna bring. To be Hero X. Honestly, this story was kind of a heartfelt one without being a heartfelt one. I feel like when it comes to pulling our heartstrings, the last story with Lucky Scion should have been the one that did that the most for me, but I feel like this one was the one that hit home a little bit. You need friends in high places and you need friends in low places. And it doesn't matter what the power ranking said or how the power ranking treated her or what the public said or what the public did. Queen was gonna be depressed as she was because of the things that people were saying, but thanks to the Johnnies, I think is the cat dude, and Lucky Scion, she was able to overcome that. She was able to see that she had friends in all places, even though the directory, the hero people, they weren't exactly the nicest people. But I feel like you have to have a little bit of formality to be a person in power. You can't be a person in power without having a little bit of grit to you, without having a little bit of strength, even though yeah, they all could crush the Hero Association if I feel like they wanted to. If all of the top 10 heroes chose to rise against the people, I feel like it could be something way worse, you know. Even though their powers would probably get shut off, their trust values would drop and they would get less powerful, the moment that they did have it, it could be a crazy situation. This also makes me think though, how did that plane go down? Queen is literally a person that can make, I don't know how old they were when that plane went down, but her father talks about it and he's like, yeah, I know I didn't tell you all of this, but blah, 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 blah. But it's also like, if Queen was a hero at that point, you don't think she could have went to the plane up, down, fly straight? You know, she has that power to do that, but that's neither here nor there. I'm really interested in see what this cat-like creature that we saw at the end of the episode was. I don't know what it could be. I don't know how it affects the story. X is very mysterious, and I thought that he was just like that because of how the show really, you know, showed him. Every single POV that we've ever seen, we just know that he's number one. We don't know why he's number one, who he is, and if I didn't see like a couple of things about in the opening or somewhere else, I think I saw a clip of him using his power. If I hadn't seen that, I would be just as confused as everybody else, because I'm like, bro, what is his power? Bro, how does his power work? What is he doing? The queen blinked and her ass was on the ground. Like, she didn't stand a chance. I don't even know why she thought that she could be the new X, because honestly, I feel like X would have still slapped her, bro. Like, he would have clapped her, and it wouldn't have even been like a fair battle, honestly. It looked like Brock Lesnar versus a 3-year-old. Like, she literally blinked and was like, did I get beaten, nigga? But it just goes to show that your friends around you really help you out, no matter how much you go through. Like, you really need friends, bro, because honestly, no matter what you do, they're the people that's gonna help you out. Your friends and your family are the people that are gonna be on your back to push you forward. And I feel like with Lucky Cyan, the Johnnies, and I guess some other friends in high-low places. I don't know what Boa is doing now. They didn't really go into full detail about that. Or if they did, I wasn't paying close enough attention, which is poor on my behalf. But yeah, man, I mean, she had good friends. Moral of the story is have great friends, and you won't go through depression, I guess. Go to your friends. Honestly, that's not something I should laugh at, because everybody goes through it, and it's not just people who watch anime. Everybody goes through it, man. Every single person on the planet goes through it. And I'm serious about that, though. You should definitely go to your friends when you feel like you're hurt or something is wrong, because you don't know what they could say that could really help you. Maybe they'll make it worse, but you don't know what they could say that can probably make it better. And I feel like that's the moral of the story. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, that like button, and hit the little bell. Please don't talk about my forehead. I kind of just realized that my hair was like this. I need to get a cut, and I probably will look good like this, but now I just look like a hobo. Anyways, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, hit the little bell, just show me some extra love. And other than that, I have nothing else to say, but let me know down in the comments, how do you feel about Queen and her power? I feel like she is overpowered. She's like that guy from JJK, my favorite character, Toge. She's just like him, and I feel like that makes me want to go for Queen more in that sense. Like, I want to root for her more. I think this is the last time we're gonna see her, but maybe not, because it wasn't the last time that we saw Lucky Cyan, and we see the Johnnies early in. And the only reason I know that their names is because I'm looking at the schedule. That's the only reason I'm posting videos like I'm posting them. And yeah, I mean, other than that, nothing else to say, but thank you for watching this video, and peace.